Hello, my name is Michal and welcome to the Gateway to the Beauties of the Unity Consciousness. Today I would like to share 3 simple exercises that you can do on a daily basis, which can take, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and which are really powerful and can help you a lot. The exercise number 1 is called the morning decision, and the idea is simple. Maybe you have noticed that when you wake up in a bad mood, that everything what can go wrong usually goes wrong, or other people start throwing tantrums when they wouldn't normally. So it's kind of contagious. And on the other hand, when you wake up in a good mood, then it starts the positive spiral. So the morning setup is very important, and you can actually affect it. You can make a conscious choice that it doesn't matter what happens today, I'm gonna create a happy and loving life wherever I go. So this is very powerful, and what I want to say is there's multitude of ways how you can approach this and what statements you want to say. I will leave this up to you, but the idea is to make it in a present tense, so it's now and not in the future, so your mind really starts vibrating with this setup right now and not just kind of procrastinating and postponing it to later. And the second idea is that the idea shouldn't be that you will be happy no matter what happens, because that's very difficult to do and very unlikely to happen. However, the idea is to stay in a positive state no matter what happens. Okay, so you can still be sad because emotions are real. However, you will still see the benefits of it. You can still see, or at least be looking for the good things that are behind all of that. So that's exercise number 1. Now the exercise number 2 is called make the mirror smile. And this one is a trickier one because first of all, you need a mirror, obviously, and second of all, you need to focus on your feelings when you are looking into the mirror. When we are looking into the mirror, we usually focus on the appearance, and you can fake the appearance to make it look happy or whatever, but the feelings is something what is very difficult to fake. Okay, so what I want you to do is, and especially if you are not like totally blessed, then go to the mirror and figure out what you need to do to make the mirror look and feel that it is actually grateful or comfortable. It doesn't need to be like completely happy, but at least comfortable and grateful. And what this will tell you is that it is in your power to make a change inside of you that will affect your appearance to the outside world. Because what you actually feel in the mirror is what you vibrate towards the universe, and that's what you attract. So when you smile but really not feeling like being happy, then you are still vibrating and broadcasting that you are kind of super annoyed and bored, and that's what you're gonna get back. Okay, annoyance and boredom. And in here, one important thing to realize, this exercise is also connected to the idea that the universe is a holographic projection of our consciousness from within outside, and as above, so below, and so on. So some people, when they are depressed, they are waiting for external things to happen before they can be happy. All right, I'm not gonna be happy until that person apologizes, for example, or I'm not gonna be happy until I have enough money. Okay, but with this exercise is the same idea as I'm not gonna smile until that reflection in the mirror smiles at me first. Okay, so, or different analogy would be your shadow. You don't like the way how your shadow looks like, so you're trying to poke it somewhere, or you will wait until it changes, but the idea is really that you need to change, and then the reality follows. It's physics. It works very well for me and for many other people who have actually tried that. So I really recommend to give it a try as well. So this is exercise number 2. And exercise number 3 is the moment of appreciation. Once a day, usually in the evening, you can think about at least 10 things which you are grateful for. Now, this can be tricky, especially for the beginners, because we are not used to think positively. We are programmed to notice all the bad things and judge and compare, and we are never good enough, and we are, this kind of approach. And especially people who tend to watch TV news might find this tricky because they do exactly opposite exercise. They are every day programming their mind with all the negative stuff from all over the world, not only their own things, but also all the problems and challenges of everybody else. Collected to one spot, bang. So in here, this little bit comes to the idea that there is no such thing as a bad thing, and that everything what happens for some reason which is good for you. Because if you think about it, you wouldn't learn how to walk if you didn't struggle first, or you wouldn't strengthen your body if you didn't go, for example, to the gym, or somehow otherwise expose it to some sort of pressure. So the crisis is the means how the universe makes us evolve. There is a nice quote which is saying, I had to make you uncomfortable, otherwise you would not have moved, universe. So there is always something which we can learn from the negative stuff, and sometimes the things that we see on the TV news are just the lessons that the others need to go through in order to learn something, or recognize something, or realize something about themselves, and then change something. Not everything belongs to us, and if we, for example, wanted to remove that situation from them, then we would just also remove the opportunity for them to grow by overcoming that situation. So there comes the idea of discernment, that some things might be important for you if you learn about them, but definitely not all of them are your business. Where was I? The appreciation. All right. So this is kind of what we are programmed to do, or led or guided to do by media and our cultures. Never good enough, never satisfied. Always can find something wrong, especially on others, because it makes you feel better when you can see that somebody else has a worse life than you. But the point in here for now is really to focus on your own day and to see what actually went well. And I remember I had a friend, and she said that her day was miserable, everything went wrong, and was very depressed. There was nothing good on that day. And I made her to do this exercise, and then by the end of it, she realized, oh my gosh, except of this little thing, it was actually a good day. And yeah, I like that. So this is typical what happens for a lot of us. You have a beautiful day, and then one thing screws up, and we focus all our energy and all our attention to that little thing and completely forget about everything else. So it little bit is imbalanced. So this exercise is just to put the balance back and to notice not only the bad things, but also the good things. And sometimes people say that there is nothing that I can appreciate. There is nothing that I can be grateful for. And for those, I have a little trick, which is based on the idea that we don't appreciate the things that we have until we lose them. And it's actually, I just remembered that there was this definition of what is wisdom, and which I liked, and it was saying something like that the wisdom is the ability to appreciate the things that you have while you have them. I kind of like that. So yeah, the trick is that just look around you and notice what you see, what you feel, For example, you can see there is a wall, or there is a table, furniture, your flowers, or your friends, or maybe your husband, or anybody. And now imagine that it wasn't there. How would that feel? And then you start realizing all the things that you take for granted and that you are actually grateful for. You really appreciate that they are there. Imagine you're not having your home. Imagine not having food, not having water to drink. And the thing number one, which a lot of people don't appreciate at all and take for granted, is being alive. So yeah, not everybody has the fortune to wake up in the morning, especially now when the COVID situation is happening. People sometimes die. So there's a lot of things that you can appreciate. You can go to nature and then you can just look at the beauty. So I think that's it. I hope that you got all the points, and I hope that it will serve you well. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you luck. Take care.